Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we've got some huge Division news that has just been tweeted out. This actually explains what Terry and Redstorm have been doing for the last few months and why their Twitter banner was changed to a Manhunt logo. And the news is here and what's coming. So like the thumbnail says, it's called the Division Heartland. Now, it's like a standalone free-to-play game. Where does this stand in the franchise? Well, we'll take a dive into that in a moment. There's sort of a Tom Clancy's Division universe it's like a Marvel movie sort of time frame, so to speak, what it looks like. And it starts off with the image on the screen. You know, the Division, Division 2, Warlords of New York, this Division Heartland, the Division 2's next lot of content coming towards the end of the year, start of next year. And the Division Mobile, now, God knows what that is. That could be a companion app, a couple of novels, perhaps, and then the movie. So this actually appears to be a roadmap of what is coming for the franchise. So, yeah, I mean, take that for what you will. I mean, that's sort of... That's different. It's different to what we've actually had for a long time. We've never actually had any type of roadmap since Division 1. Like Division 2, we didn't really get anything like that. But, okay, let's get into the actual article of this. And here we go. An update to the Tom Clancy Division universe. Hello everyone. When we launched the Tom Clancy's The Division in 2016, the team at Ubisoft Massive and all of our studios around the world had high ambitions for what was then the first completely original IP under the Tom Clancy umbrella since 2009. Not to mention, it was also an ambitious game unlike anything Ubisoft had produced before. Thanks to you, our fans, the reception to the Division exceeded our expectations and breaking multiple Ubisoft records. You can continue showing phenomenal support in the years since playing with and against each other across major post-launch content for the original game. You also came along with us for the highly anticipated launch of the Division 2, making it one of the most successful games in 2019 and its 2020 expansion, the Division 2 Warlords of New York. The most active game's history. Through all of this, you have created an incredible community of over 40 million players, setting the franchise on an expanding trajectory. I've totally botched trying to say that. Trajectory. Fuck's sake. That now includes 2 games and more transmedia content set for the Division universe that we're unveiling today. Okay. While work continues on the Division 2, other Ubisoft teams have also been exploring additional ways to introduce the Division to even more players. Today we were pleased to share that Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland is a free-to-play game set in the Division universe. This is in development at Redstorm Studio, having worked on Tom Clancy games since 1997. Jesus Christ. That's a long time. Its extensive experience across numerous genres and games, most recently The Division and The Division 2, makes Redstorm the perfect fit for this project. Heartland is a standalone game that doesn't require previous experience with the series, but will provide an all-new perspective on the universe in a new setting. The game will be made available in 2021/2022 on PC and consoles and cloud. Those interested in participating in early test phases can sign up on this link. Heartland is the only new game in development. The Division will also be coming to mobile platforms for the very first time, bringing the universe to an even wider audience. We have more details on this exciting project at a later date. Now, on that, I can only suspect that because the Division 1 was originally going to have a companion app where you control a drone, that's all I can see that being. And maybe editing your loadouts. But interesting nonetheless that they've actually finally gone to that route. As previously announced, the brand new content will be coming to the Division 2 with development lead by Ubisoft Massive and support from Ubisoft Bucharest. While it's still too early to discuss any specific details, this update will include an entirely new game mode for the Division franchise, new methods for leveling your agents with an emphasis on increasing build variety and viability. We look forward to revealing more later this year ahead of the new content's late 2021 release. And if that's not enough, we also have the Division film in development with Netflix thanks to Ubisoft Film and Television, inspired by events of the original game. The film will star obviously Jessica Chastain and Jake Gyllenhaal, and we recently announced that Rawson Marshall Thurber will be the helm as director. The film also marks the first big step in a broader plan to expand the Division universe's transmedia offerings. With that in mind, we're revealing an original novel coming from our publishing partners at Aconte. I can't pronounce that properly. Sorry if I botched that. If you've read this thread anyway. This is a new story. Is set after the events of the Division 2 and explores how the outbreak affects different regions of the United States as agents fight to secure supply routes. That's interesting because if that's, especially that novelization is, on the events of Division 2 and going forward, then any sort of Division 3 in hindsight would possibly narrative-wise follow that book in some way. That's an assumption that I'm making that would make sense. It's an exciting time to be a fan. We cannot thank you enough for your continued support of the Division, and we also want to thank all of our teams continue to improve and grow and expand upon its universe. We know many of you are eagerly awaiting more details on all of these projects, and we will be sure to share them with you as soon as we're ready. Stay tuned. That's all for now. Signing off. Alan Corey. God, some names are hard to pronounce. Anyway, right. So yeah, this is very interesting. This really does explain why Redstorm has been so quiet for so long. Also, why Terry likes everyone's sort of Division related, just little memes and stuff like that. But a free-to-play game. Now, this is interesting, right? So it's standalone and free-to-play to bring new fans or new players to the franchise. So you don't need any playable experience with the first two games, which is clear cut right now. I don't know how I feel about that because, if you're trying to bring fresh blood in, then yeah, it makes sense, a free-to-play game, right? But at this point, you might as well make the Division 1 free-to-play. And then with that could then, obviously, with new blood, people would then go buy Division 2. That would make logical sense, but regardless, the only thing with Heartland that I'm thinking is there going to be microtransactions in it? And how is it going to be? Now, right now, I will link this thread in the bottom of the video. So if you want to sign up to, it mentioned about playtests to get hands-on your respective platforms. So it's Xbox One, PS4, Xbox Series X and S. I'm not sure if I saw PS5, but that should be there. And obviously PC. So it's coming to all the platforms. And it's great to see that Redstorm are leading something on the franchise, because myself and I know a lot of other content creators and just general players that I know who I've played with have also said maybe it's time that Redstorm took the helm with the franchise, especially after how year two, year two has been with the Division 2. It's going to be interesting also to see what Massive do with Division 2's content at the end of the year as well. But what strikes me is this going to come at the same time as Division 2's content? And if so, is there going to be any sort of tie-in there? Who knows? Maybe if you're a Division 2 player and you play Heartland, could there potentially be something where you have like some unique cosmetic vanity type thing in this? That remains to be seen. Or can some things transfer from this to Division 2? It'd be cool if there was some things that could be done like that, but who knows? But this is a quick video because I've got to go to work very shortly. Let me know what you think down below. Are you excited for this? Because this is Redstorm, and Redstorm at the end of Division 1, when they came back with the spare resources and they'd done that Dark Zone expansion, Leamington and Reflections did that Westside Pier update for Division 1. Redstorm can express themselves creativity, with creativity and make some really good things. I just think with Division 2 that they weren't allowed to express what they wanted to do very well, and that's why the state of PvP was so poor. And conflict was a shambles, really, especially when you compare Division 2 to the Division 1. And if this is free to play, what kind of PvP is it going to have? Because this ain't going to be a PvE game. I can guarantee that. There's going to be some I think this is going to have PvP/PvE aspects in it. This is basically going to be a Dark Zone type game. It's going to be interesting. And I wonder if they bring back skills from Division 1 as well as the Division 2 skills. That would be interesting. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And I will see you in the next Division video when content actually comes out for it. Because at the moment I'm not playing the game because I'm just sick of playing the same recycled content. And it's not fun for me to play. Also, for all of you subscribe to the channel for Ghost Recon content, keep your eyes out on the channel, turn your notifications on, because the content is coming very, very soon. That's all I'm going to say. So just be prepared for Ghost Recon content. And yeah, if there's any other games that you want me to check out, also leave them in the comments down below, because I'm hunting around at the moment trying to find something new to enjoy until obviously the Division gets some new content. So put your suggestions down below as well for me. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.